Hi, good Thursday Thursday morning. I don't know if you can see that out there, but it's snowing. It's snowing, and I'm not a big fan. I mean, I don't mind the snow. It's pretty. It'd be pretty to go visit, but um, my body just says, Gina, you're not made for the cold. And I'm like, I know. Maybe it's because I grew up in Texas, and so it was really warm. It was nice. Anyways, today's day 50, and it is 8 o'clock. I've been up since 4:30 to feed my puppies, and I have not meditated or done my yoga yet because I'm actually considering going back to bed. I'm still tired. I'm drinking my tea. Um, I think I might read a little bit and just chillax and get up later because it's just one of those days that you should stay in, and my body wants to sleep anyways. So sleep, girl, sleep. Um, Valentine's Day is soon, and my honey usually gets me chocolate or jewelry, some flowers, and I said this year I would like a greenhouse instead of those things. And I found some really nice greenhouses at Walmart for 77 to 119 for the ones I liked. And I do want to do aquaponics in there. So I think I'm going to go with the 119 one, but it comes with shelves. It's huge. I mean, it's just really big. And we have a storage shed on. I know I look so tired. I'm sorry. We have a storage shed on each side of our home. And so our friends are moving, and this is actually their storage shed on the right side. So what a perfect opportunity to fill that space where the ground's going to be messed up anyways with a um, greenhouse and an aquaponics system. And so I'll have food all in the greenhouse, but on the aquaponics system I'll probably keep like my herbs and stuff up top, and then my fishies in the bottom, and that way I have non-GMO food, purely organic, and I have heirloom seeds that I've had for, I don't know, maybe 6 months to a year, and I just came across them the other day, and I'm like, I need to use these. And then I can place a little space heater in the middle of it, and I can grow food year round. Um, how cool is that? And I've never been one to grow anything, so this is going to be a challenge that I'm very willing to accept. I think it'll make it easier with a greenhouse. You know, you don't have the really hot sun on them in the summer. I can put a heater in there in the winter. I'm fortunate. I have a couple water spouts at both ends. So I was at here yesterday, and they have those real skinny garden hoses. I mean, it was a box like this big for $10, one of those really cool garden hoses. So I think I might go pick up a couple of those just because I'm going to need one. And I have all kinds of goodies that I can add to my soil. I have diatomaceous earth, which is good for everything. And I can put that around the plants and everything so bugs won't get them. I can just put it in a little spray bottle and shake it and spray it on them, and it's good for the plants and bad for the bugs. I don't want to kill any bugs. Hopefully, I won't have as intense of a problem with growing it in a greenhouse. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see how that turns out because I've been wanting to do aquaponics for almost 3 years now. And there's a place a couple towns over that sells the food grade ones for $65. And yes, I know I'm gung ho, no plastic. But as of right now, until I can figure out how to build one another way, that's that's the game plan. It's still better than radiated fish and pesticide chemtrailed crops. So, um, I'm just growing them for myself and my family. Um, we are going to, whatever anybody wants, I'm going to get toothpicks and just put a little permanent marker on the ends so everybody gets a color. My daughter wants cucumbers, and I'm like, you have to come over and suck on the little seed for 10 minutes to imprint your cellular DNA on it. And then we'll put a toothpick in her plants, and with a red top, and then we'll know which ones are hers, and then that plant will grow and make what her body needs, especially for her. Of course, the rest of us can eat it, and it would be yummy and delicious and good for us. But the plant kingdom will synergize with your body and grow what your body needs. So, holler, how cool is that? Um, oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. It's just one of those days, It's a soup kind of day. I should have made some split pea soup for myself, and I don't know if I have any more split peas. I could throw them in the slow cooker real quick and let them cook for the day. But I don't know if I have any. Anywho, I just wanted to share that with y'all because that's what this is about. It's about cleaning up the planet. It's about learning to take care of ourselves, to be self sufficient. That means, you know, learn about putting solar on your home. Um, find alternatives. If I personally would like some land, I don't know how much we can, get, maintain, take care of, and afford by ourselves. I think, um, a couple people have it right when they get a group of like 10 people, like minded people together and go in on land, and you all have your own space, your own abode. It's not that difficult. You compost your waste and you use it for your plants. I mean, holler. That's just how it should be. We wouldn't have sewage waste. We wouldn't have fluoride water if we just all took care of ourselves. Um, you get a group of people together on land, and you have a well put in, and um, you don't have a septic system put in. You use an outhouse like they did in the old days, and you compost your stuff, or you have your own compost toilet and your own whatever, if you don't want to use the outhouse. And um, you use it to grow your food. You don't have to use it for everybody else's. Get some animals, get some goats, get whatever. Use goat's milk, unpasteurized milk. Take care of yourselves. Stop drinking all this steroid, antibiotic, puffed up. I mean, have you guys ever watched Food Inc? Um, when I saw what they did to the chicken, I don't eat chicken anymore because it was my, you know, I didn't really eat meat because my dad was a butcher. So I've always loved seafood. So that was like and I've always lived next to an ocean. So it was just a no brainer. But I would eat chicken occasionally. And I'm telling y'all, the chicken these days is like beef jerky. I'm like, I don't need to chew something that long just to get it to go down. That's crazy. And I'm really trying to stay away from cooked foods. I am going to get a dehydrator also because once you heat your food up, I want to say over like 105 degrees, it kills all the nutrients. I mean, why are you eating it? Well, don't eat dead food, right? So, um, food dehydrator. That's on my list. Um, but right now the greenhouse is, and you know, there is ways. You can even do it in an apartment in the city. Most apartments have little balconies. You can put it on your balcony and just, you know, put a little plastic around it. I mean, you know, and cocoon it off. It's just not difficult. It really isn't. We make it difficult. We're like, oh, I can't, you know, live here, whatever. I was talking about having animals. I told my honey I wanted to get some chickens from the guy I bought the eggs from. He's like, you can't have chickens here. I'm like, no, not like a live chicken. Like when he's ready to, you know, sell his chickens for people to eat, I want them for my dogs because I can just freeze them, you know. But you know, the chicken, when I watch Food Inc., a chicken grows in 6 weeks now what it used to grow in 6 months. Their legs break from underneath them. They aren't free range. They have nowhere to go. They're kept in it's just horrible, and you can taste it. And I really think it has no flavor. I mean, there is no flavor. I love fish. Um, so you know, growing my own and loving them and talking to them and feeding them with, you know, the plants, and them in turn feeding the plants, that is just beautiful to me. And it's the circle of life. It's, you know, cycle of life, cycle of nature. And it's time, you know, to do our part. It's time to step up and change the world. Be, as Rex Bayer over at Leak Project says, be the change you want to see. I mean, that's a pretty simple way to live. It starts with you. You can't expect the world to change if you're not willing to yourself. And everybody thinks this is hard, and I used to think it was hard. I was like, oh my God, that just seems like so much work. And it is. It is. But it's less time in front of the computer. I don't watch TV, so it's not a big deal. I read more, and you know, I do spend a lot of time cooking for my dogs and cooking for myself. Or not cooking, but preparing. I went through my fridge this morning and cleaned everything, every drawer, every, you know, shelf on the door, every shelf inside, and all my drawers, and organized it. And you know, it's it's full of a lot of coconuts. I'll take you over there real quick. And then my my greenhouse might be up on my computer, and then I'll stop this video. So hang on. I'll show you. Everything glass or bamboo, So not in here so much. There is some plastic. This glass, but so yeah, that's my silica water, all my fresh organic stuff. That's the honey shelf, and that's mostly all the honeys. Grape juice is mine. No creamer. I don't do coffee anymore. I'm actually drinking organic tea with. Let me show. I turned the video. Sorry. Look. Raw, unprocessed, organic, local honey, because it is good for your if you get, what is that, sinuses or allergies, excuse me. And so that honey is just grown a couple miles away. So not a big deal. How cool is that? I got the biggest one they had. But let me show you this greenhouse real quick, and then I will end the video. Of course, says photo not available. There we go. Look. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? So, alright, peace and love. Love and light. Oh, and look, I got some moss here I'm making to make, it's my Marcus Rosecrans, and I'm finally making my moss. I've only had it like a year, and it's about to expire, so I picked a good time. Peace and love and light. Catch you on the flip side.